Comprehensive immigration reform. I'll tell you why we need comprehensive immigration reform. Because we've basically invited 12 million people to come into this country and take jobs that nobody else wanted to take. Over the last 2 decades, we turned a blind eye towards them, knowing full well that they were here and knowing full well that they were doing what they were doing in our economy. These people have attained false Social Security numbers. They participate with those false Social Security numbers in our tax system. They pay Social Security tax, they pay income tax. And they've been here so long that they've established roots and had families and have American citizens as children who are now participating in our culture, in our society. They are highly supported by their employers. Their employers want these people to stay, okay? It's not some bleeding heart liberal that's saying that they should be given the right to stay here. It's the people that hired them to begin with. If there are people here that have been committing crimes and they're here illegally, I say deport them. If there are people here illegally who have been working and participating in the system and have an employer sponsor, I say let's give them a pathway to legalization. If you're hung up about the fact that they came here illegally and therefore committed a crime, fine them. Make them pay a fine so that they can get their process papers and stay here legally. Once we clear the backlog of people that are here illegally, we can issue biometric ID cards to anybody that wants to come in this country and work. And then we can tell employers you either e-verify or you scan a biometric card. And if you have anybody in your employ that is illegal and not registered as such, not registered as an immigrant or an alien, then you get fined. You get fined really heavily. Fined so much it may drive you out of business, because we have a system of laws. Those people came across the border not blindly. They knew they could find jobs here. And if they know that they can't find jobs here unless they have an ID card, then they won't be coming across the border illegally. They'll come across registered, we'll know where they are, how long they're going to be here, and that they will be going back. And that's the best way to do it. That way there's no disruption to the industries that are dependent on them, the agricultural and the processing industries that are using these people that are here and have established themselves over the last 2 or 3 decades. There's no disruptions to those industries. The cost of deporting 11 million people would be prohibitive. There's no cost impact there. We could reduce the ICE and focus mainly on the borders. There are a lot of reasons why we need comprehensive immigration reform, and those are just some of them.